Good evening, everyone. Memorial services were held this morning for 68-year-old Dorothy Solomon. Solomon died this week from injuries she suffered after being struck by a hit-and-run driver in the town of Boston back in May. That case remains unresolved, and it raises questions about legislation in Albany that was supposed to increase penalties for those who flee a fatal accident scene. But Alix's law remains stalled in committee. 7 Eyewitness News reporter Ed Riley has the story tonight.
They have the option to do the right thing, say I made a mistake, stop and help, but they choose to drive on. There should be severe penalties for this decision.
Alix's law was introduced in the state legislature after the hit-and-run death of 18-year-old Alix Rice in 2011. The legislation was supposed to close a legal loophole that allowed drunk drivers to flee a fatal accident and avoid responsibility by claiming they did not know they hit anything. It was a defense that was successfully used by Dr. James Corzanti, who was charged with hitting and killing Alix Rice.
I can't even put it into words how incomprehensible that is.
But 4 years after the teenager's death, the legislation is still not law. Even though it passed the state Senate, it's stuck in the Assembly.
And the Assembly has neglected to take it up for a vote, and it's very frustrating.
It just gets tied up in the Transportation Committee.
Had it been passed, it would have been easier for my brother's case to be prosecuted.
Maria Rafter's brother, Barry Moss, was killed by an alleged hit-and-run drunk driver in 2013. Her brother's case is unsolved, and she thinks not passing Alix's law is only encouraging more of these type of crimes.
If they see that somebody got away with it, then maybe they think that's the way to go, sadly, and maybe some lives could have been saved if somebody had stopped.
Tammy Schuler says if there's a problem with the legislation,
let us know, see what we can do to fix it, instead of sweeping it under the carpet and just hoping it goes away. They're hoping to tire us down and hoping that we go away. I'm not going away. I want some answers.
Assemblywoman Crystal Peoples-Stokes is now sponsoring Alix's law in the state assembly. She sent us a statement this afternoon saying that she is continuing to work with my colleagues and committee counsel to move this legislation forward as session nears its end. And hit-and-run drivers are not just a local problem. Bradford, Pennsylvania police are reporting a 20-year-old motorcyclist was also killed this week after being hit by a hit-and-run driver in a pickup truck. Ed Riley, 7 Eyewitness News.